All right, quick summary of what happened at the meeting since I lost the recording. So Hufflepuff won the voting in the chats, so that's why everything's Hufflepuff. It was tied, and Alex broke the tie, so that's what that is. So first, our Chipotle night results. We ended up getting $60.34 plus a $10 donation from someone who could not go. It was a good amount, however, member turnout was pretty low. We could basically know exactly who went based on the totals because 60 times like 30% is like 180, and assuming like $10 a person, it'd be about 18 people. We counted like 16. So there's about maybe a 30% turnout, only a member or two who told us ahead of time they could not go. Next event, we really need some more member turnout and participation. Thank you to those members who came out and advertised to friends and family as much as possible. We see it and appreciate it. Next semester, we're going to be doing a fundraiser at Panda Express where anyone in the country who is near Panda Express can participate in. So, like the codes we had to put on the Chipotle app to be able to order ahead, you're just going to have to do that for Panda Express, though. It's going to be mandatory. Use that code anywhere in the country and it'll work. So, it's not just at a neighborhood store, it's all over the country. So, stay tuned for that. The National AMS Conference. The National AMS Conference is virtual this year due to COVID. So, we have the opportunity to have all members who want to go. With SAFC funding we have, we'll be able to cover registration for the student conference and regular conference for any members who want to attend but can't due to financial need. So the regular conference paid $50 for the registration, for early registration, and the student conference, it is $20. And early registration for the main conference ends December 1st, and the early registration for the student conference ends on the 15th. The website's here. I'm gonna end up posting this PowerPoint on Engage so you'll be able to see it. We're going to start getting prepared for it soon enough, so there'll be an Engage form being sent out in the next day or two to gather if you would like to go or not, and some information that we will need to get the ball rolling. And it'll be due in about 2 weeks after we send it out. Juniors and seniors, highly recommended that you all take the opportunity, especially the juniors who are thinking of grad school, because it's a very good networking opportunity you can do. So, and feel free to ask any of the members who went last year for their opinions. Our current members who went last year were Cassie, me, Colin, Brian, and Kate. All right, Pottery Night's a week from tonight, 11/11 at 5 p.m. I get fired up. I'm going to need final definite totals by the day before for both pottery and after eating event. And the list below is who I have so far that wants to go. And Zach, I have you down for just eating, just FYI. And due to COVID, we want to keep the numbers down. Only FitzCam's members / alumni can come to the Pottery Night. We have to keep the number somewhat down, and the place is kind of small and indoors, so we want to keep that to a minimum. Applebee's, if you want to bring one other person, not the end of the world, but I need to know by the day before so I can call them and tell them. Regardless, I need to tell them about that. Because since Applebee's is Veterans Day, they usually give out meals to free meals to veterans, so they're usually pretty crowded, so I have to call before and tell them. Because we're going to plan on sitting outside, so the number of people is a little more lenient. NHC, this is very, very preliminary. So for those of you who were us at the beginning of the year, you know we were supposed to have an NHC trip. They canceled and told us we had to wait until the end of the year, early next year, to try again. So I will attempt to reach out to them over the winter break to see what can be done, if anything. No guarantees, but I just want to put it back in the air. Because usually we do an NHC trip, and I really would like to be able to do one for seniors who are graduating, because only 2 seniors got to actually go on it, and juniors who never actually got to go on it. So we're going to, hopefully, worst case, when we back up, we're going to try to see if they can do a virtual tour. Maybe put it on the screen in the Synoptic Lab so we can still at least see everything. That'll be the second best thing to do. But I will let you all know when I have information. And our next guest speaker is Andrew Shipotovsky. He is a broadcast met at CBS 4 News Rio Grande Valley. I forgot when he graduated, but he's our next speaker for the meeting, 11/18. And we're not going through the whole thing, but for the cloud photo contest, this one won, which was Colin's. And second place was this one, which was Anna's. And to see the hurricane discussion, that is going to be another video on the channel, so I will link it up here. So check it out. and hope this summary helps, and have a good night, everyone.